Blue Jays are at odds of 15-1 to win the World Series. They're at odds of about 6-1 to win the American League Pennant and at odds of about 4-1 to take the American League East. The Toronto Blue Jays won 89 games to finish second in the American League East last season. Then they defeated Baltimore in the wildcard game and swept Texas in the American League Division Series before falling to Cleveland in the American League Championship Series. It was their second American League Championship Series loss in a row. The Blue Jays extended the tenure of manager John Gibbons, who is looking to get the team over the hump to get to the World Series. This will be a huge year for the Toronto franchise. The Blue Jays, in a strange contract saga, lost Edwin Encarnacion to Cleveland. They'll miss Encarnacion's bat, but they can make up for it. Josh Donaldson continues to be an MVP candidate, and the Blue Jays have a motivated Jose Bautista now hitting cleanup. Kendrys Morales hit 30 home runs last season in Kansas City. He turns 34 in June, and he knows why he is in Toronto this season. The Blue Jays need Troy Tulowitzki to be more consistent, and if Devin Travis can stay healthy, he will hit leadoff. While it is never easy to lose someone like Encarnacion, Toronto does have the pieces to soften the blow. In the field, the Blue Jays were pretty good, even though Donaldson had 14 errors and Travis had 11 in 99 games. The rotation tied with the Chicago Cubs for the Major League Baseball lead in quality starts with 100, and they lost only R.A. Dickey to Atlanta. The Blue Jays have a 1-2 punch with Marco Stroman and Aaron Sanchez at the top of the rotation, and they can pitch with anyone on any given day. The surprise of the year was J.A. Happ, who had 20 wins, and while no one should expect that again from him, Happ should be able to stay above double-digit wins. The rest of the rotation is deep, and there are options if players get hurt, while the bullpen should be fine despite losing Brett Cecil to St. Louis. Roberto Osuna went from 20 saves in 2015 to 36 in 2016, and 40 saves is not out of the question this year. Last season, the Toronto Blue Jays went 89 and 73. They were 46 and 35 at home and 43 and 38 on the road. The team went 63, 93, and 6 on the over-under. Some players to watch for 2017, Jose Bautista had his own contract issues last year and only wound up signing a one-year deal, albeit for $18 million. The 36-year-old isn't getting any younger, but Bautista has plenty of motivation for this season, and even though he hit just 22 home runs last season, a 30-homer season is definitely on the table. Troy Tulowitzki has been good since coming from Colorado, but he hasn't been the player that he was there. That being said, you have to factor in where he played before at Coors Field. But at 32 years old, Tulowitzki has lost some bat speed and he has injury problems. The Blue Jays at least need him to be more consistent. Marco Stroman started slowly last year after missing most of 2015 with a knee injury, but he improved as the season wore on. He won the MVP award at the World Baseball Classic, tossing 6 innings of no-hit baseball in the final win over Puerto Rico. That's why Toronto felt that they could let David Price walk last year. Stroman is a big game pitcher and he turns 26 in May, so the best may yet be to come. Aaron Sanchez can be just as good as Stroman, and some would argue he is better, but injuries have slowed down Sanchez, who turns 25 in July, and the Blue Jays tried to watch his innings last year. We'll have to see if the Blue Jays take the reins off and let him loose in 2017.